Okay, so we just watched a video over the different types of slopes. So what would I label this type of slope? Positive, because you're going up from left to right. What would I label this type of slope? Negative. Okay, and what was this one? And you can remember that by thinking, if I'm skiing on that, I'm having zero fun. And this one, if you fell off of a cliff and you were skiing, you would yell what he called the worst cuss word in math and algebra, which is undefined. Okay, now we're going to learn how to actually calculate the slopes. And some of you might remember this from 7th grade, but your formula is rise over run. So you need to. So again, the formula is rise over run, and it's actually the easiest formula that I teach in here. And guys, I need y'all all paying attention and eyes on the board. We shouldn't be doing anything else right now except paying attention. All right, the rise is how far up you're going. Think about when you rise out of bed, you go up, yes? And the run is left or right. Again, so what's the rise? When you go up, and what's the run? And which one goes on top? The rise. If you put the run on top, it's going to be wrong. And so what you're doing right now is you're going to have two numbers, and you're going to make a fraction. And that's called the slope. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start, and guys, this is so easy that I could teach it to a kindergartner, because all you have to do is count. So everybody look at the first picture. There are two dots. Do y'all see it? This one and this one. Does everybody see them? You're going to start at the bottom dot. So put your pencil at the bottom dot. And what you're going to do is draw a line up to the top dot. Like this. It has to go straight up until you're even with the next dot. Okay, so what I just found was the rise. All I have to do is count. How far up did I go from here to here? Well, when you count the squares. So this is 1 square, 2 squares, 3, and 4. So what is my rise? 4. That's my top number. How hard was that? Could you teach this to a 5-year-old? Yes. All they have to know how to do is count. Now you need the run. The run means from where you left off, how far does it take you to get to the new dot? And you count the squares. 1, 2, 3. That's your bottom number. And that is it. This is called rise over run. Now, you must simplify the fraction if it can be simplified. That's the part I couldn't teach to a 5-year-old. But your calculator will do it for you. So everybody open your calculator. How do you put in a fraction? Alpha, y equals option 1. 4 goes on top. 3 goes on bottom. Hit enter. If it can be simplified, it will do it for you. Did it simplify it? No. That means it was already simplified. So this is my answer. Last question. Was this a positive slope or a negative slope? Okay, look up here. From left to right, it's going up, so it's positive. Are we good? Okay, sit up. Let's do the next one. We need a rise and a run. But stop. What kind of slope is this? Because it's going, so my answer is going to be a negative. But I still need a rise and a run. Are y'all ready? What dot do you start with? The bottom dot. So everybody find the bottom dot, put your pencil on it. Draw a line. Y'all listen to me, please. Draw a line straight up until you're even with the next dot. and I have seen some crazy drawings. All you do is go straight up. How many squares did I go up? 1 and 2. That's my top number. Okay, now I need to run from here to here. How far did I run to get to the next dot? 3. And I'm done. Always check it in your calculator to see if it can be simplified, but it can't. Now, if I had put positive 2/3, did I have the correct answer? No, because that is a negative slope. Does everybody see the difference between a positive slope moving upward and a negative slope moving downward? Do we all see the difference? Okay, flip to the back. We'll do 3 more examples. Are y'all ready? Can you calculate this slope? No. What would Slope Dude say if he was skiing on this thing? That's all your answer is. So you would write undefined, because it's going straight up and down. And guys, if I tried to solve this, my rise would be 1, 2, 3, and my run would be 0. And if you put that in your calculator, it would give you an error. Watch, 3/0. That's why it's undefined. You can't define it. It's an error. You can't have 0 as a denominator, right? Everybody good? All right. I want you guys to try this one without me, and then let's check to see if you did it correctly. Start at the bottom dot and draw a line straight up to the next dot. Remember, you need a rise. That's how far up you went, and a run. And that's the part I could teach to a kindergartner. So everybody better get that right. All you're doing is counting. Okay, my rise was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did everybody get the top number to be 4? Yes, no? Do I need to wait on anybody? Okay, my run was from here to there, and all I had to do was count the squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I there yet? No. And 6. Was this a positive slope moving up? It was positive, so my answer is positive. Now, if you got 4/6, you did it correctly, but it has to be simplified. So I go to my calculator, I go to alpha y equals and put in 4/6, enter, and there it is, simplified as 2/3. Done. What do y'all think? Is this super easy? Yeah? Okay, try the last one, and don't forget if it's positive or negative. Everybody go. Try the last one. You always start at the lowest dot. And guys, the other thing, you cannot go past the dot. So if I went up to here, I'm not doing it correctly. I can only go until I'm even with that dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is my rise. And my run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is my answer correct? No. Absolutely not. Why is my answer wrong? If I forget that negative sign, the whole problem is wrong. I have to know, is my slope going up from left to right or down? It's going down, so it's negative. Okay, so I'm going to pass out your assignment. I actually have a hard copy for you today. Then you'll put your answers in the Google Classroom. So you don't even need your computer turned to you right now. Okay?